Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Wednesday, August 13th, 2025. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we get some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out with different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if your brain's break a new player to the game, a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with the great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciate. If you do wonder why I have slightly more score than you, take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current Season 21 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%. You can claim that by being a Fallout First member, or paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Alright, let's take a look here. I do apologize for the lateness of the video. I am working my 12-hour day shift today. It'll be the same thing tomorrow. I will put the daily challenge video out. It'll just be a little bit later than usual. And I appreciate everyone's patience and support on these days. Alright, let's take a look at the first one here. Choose some Bubblegum 1. Right, so this one here is pretty straightforward. Just go to our food and drink section and go ahead and choose some Bubblegum. But if your brain's spanking new to the game, or if you haven't been playing for a long time, you might be wondering, hey, how do I even get Bubblegum? Okay, so a couple different ways you can get some Bubblegum here in the game. I usually find there's one fairly decent location right up here at the pumpkin house. Now, there'll be a black cauldron right on the front porch, and usually there's some Bubblegum inside. And on the inside of the house, there'll be a plastic pumpkin right on like a little end table. And usually there's some bubblegum in there as well. So I usually find the pumpkin house pretty decent for some bubblegum. The second way is you go around to other players' vendors. A lot of players will sell bubblegum and eat a cake pie or candy items and pre-war food items in their vendor for fairly cheap. And you can also buy it that way. Just go around to other players' vendors and see what they have there. The third way is to open up perk card packs. So you do get free perk bubblegum every time you open up a perk card pack. Let's go ahead here. I do have a perk card pack to open up here. As you can see there, you just go ahead and open it. You can't see in the top left-hand corner, but that's where it'll usually show up. And today I got a cola perk bubblegum, and that is bubblegum we get for free. And that's really good bubblegum to kind of hang on to because one, you get it for free, counts as for this daily chew some bubblegum. Counts as eat or collect pre-war food, and also collects as eat and collect eat a cake, pie, or candy. So many challenges this perk bubblegum we get for free will satisfy. All right, so just an FYI there. So again, once when you get your bubblegum, you just go down here to your food and drink section. Now the regular old bubblegum, you're right up here. And this is the typical bubblegum that we will find kind of in around the wasteland, like I mentioned, in around the pumpkin house. And people will sell in their vendor. Now we did end up getting a cola perk bubblegum, as you can see there has perk beside it. You'll get cola, strawberry, watermelon, grape, I believe. So you can also check your food and drink section to see if you have it. But I always recommend to hang on to the perk bubblegum that you get for free, just so you can do this daily challenge quick and easy. And even if you have a couple in your stash box, just kind of stashed away for these challenges, again, nothing wrong with that either. So let's go ahead and eat our perk bubblegum here. There we go. Choose some bubblegum 1 for 1. All right, let's see what's next here, Jim. Scrap junk to produce steel 10. So steel is a junk item in which we can use the bulk and scrap method at any tinker's workbench. All right, let's go ahead here. Again, any tinker's workbench will do. You just go ahead and you go craft. Go to the bulk section. Go down here to the S section, so to bulk 1 steel, all you need is 2 plastic and 30 steel scrap from your stash or scrap box. You go ahead, you bulk your 1 steel, then you scrap is hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. It's more so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for people like to get things done quick and easy. The bulk and scrap method is definitely very useful for most junk items here in the game. Now, steel is easily available throughout the game. Just go around, have some fun, get some XPs, kill some enemies. Some enemies will have items on them like junk items. They'll have armor, they'll have weapons. You go ahead and scrap that stuff. It's a great way to get steel quick and easy. Go to a nice little spot where they have some scorched super mutants or moral miners. I find they give us the most junk items. and the most possibility to get a armor or a piece of weapon. All right, so that's a good way to do it. Another good way for steel is going after tin cans. So one tin can will give you 2 steel and 1 lead. All right, but we head back to our map here. Now, if you can go after tin cans and sell, but they also have what's called can chimes. If you disarm can chimes, you get XP for disarming them, first off. And 1 can chime will give you 9 tin cans. So that's good for 2 steel each and 1 lead. So that's pretty awesome. So they're right here in Camden Park. There's 6 of them. There's one here in Welsh Station, right at the station itself. I believe there are a couple in around the Fort Defiance area. All kinds of them here at the Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Right over here, Crevice Dam, Dyer Chemical, and good old Harper's Ferry. Great spot for some can chimes. Now here's Sunday Brothers Cabin. Actually, when you spawn here, you go right up the driveway towards the main building, but you don't go to the main building itself. There'll be a shack on the left-hand side. It has a candy cane roof on it. Inside that shack will have all kinds of tin cans. There's usually 4 Nuka-Cola Classic there, right on the one of the tables there. Great spot for some cans. And last but not least, right here in good old Helvetia, we have the blue house right across the street from the yellow house on the main corner there. You head upstairs, you go through the couple of the escorts that are in that house. You go upstairs to the kitchen on the right-hand side, and there'll be some tin cans there. There's also some aluminum cans there as well. So it is a great spot for some tin cans. All right, so let's pop into good old Camden Park here today. Gotta count her down. Hope everyone's having a good day today. I know it's a long day for me. I get up very early in the morning, like 2 o'clock. Be at the gym for 2:30. Work out for about an hour and a half, and I go and I work for 12 hours. And then I come home and play a little bit of Fallout 76 for my friends here. Yeah, good times. All right, so these can chimes, I should say, are going to be right over here. So you can go ahead and engage those scorched if you so wish. Okay, right over there, and some right around the corner. As you can see, those can chimes right there, so we can just kind of sneak right by them. We're going to disarm them. And again, 1 can chime gives us 9 tin cans, so we'll get both of these, okay? And again, there'll be probably 2 or 3 more sets of those doubles, all right? So FYI. So let's just go ahead and scrap them. Now, we can scrap them anywhere at all. We're just going to go back to our camp. Now, we can go to any workbench, another player's camp, train stations, another down at the mall if you so wish. Just going to come back here so we can set ourselves up for the next challenge, right? That's why I do it this way. All right, let's go ahead and scrap there so you can see the item stats there. 2 steel and 1 lead. It's a great, easy way to get steel and lead just like that. Yeah, lots. Scrap junk to produce steel. Done. All right, let's see what's next here, Jim. Scrap junk to produce circuitry 5. So unfortunately, circuitry is a junk item in which we cannot use the bulk and scrap method, okay? So let's check that out here first at our Tinker's Workbench. Bulk. So if we go down here to the C section, there's no circuitry available, right? So we have to go out, try to find some junk items that we can get circuitry from. Now we do have a camp resource available to us here in the game. It's not in the shop right now, but it is in the shop rotation. This is bad boy right here, the Enclave Data Center. Now passively collect junk items that you can scrap to give you electronic parts. So if we go transfer here, so a fuse, they don't have any circuitry in them, power relay coils, but sometimes there'll be items in here. But this sensor module, for example, we have 5 circuitry in that sensor module. So there are a couple of great places where we can find these bad boys. Let's take a look at that real quick here. So right here in Morgantown, okay. Just kind of go out back towards the, if I can think of those little Quasi huts there. Okay, way down the end, close to the quarantine zone, right? Again, the runway. There's one of those Quasi huts that have a bunch of robots that are on the table. And there's usually one of those sensor modules and plus a military-grade circuit board right on that table, and that will satisfy that daily challenge, no problem at all. Right up here, probably one of the best spots is actually Abby's bunker. Now, it is a level 0 hack to get inside the bunker, okay? And of course, you can see their hack and terminal, so we can take a look at that next. But down inside the bunker, there'll be 2 of those sensor modules and a one of those military-grade circuit boards down there. It is a really good spot for circuitry. And actually right here, Ella Ames bunker, right through the front door. Again, there's no terminal there at all. Just go right to the front door. Before you head down the stairs, on the right-hand side, there's a shelf, and there should be a sensor module there as well. Right? Telephones. Telephones are a good source of circuitry as well. There are 6 telephones here in the visitor center of the Eastern Regional Penitentiary. So once you go to the front door, it'll be right to the right-hand side. Is where you go visit your friends or family that are in jail, kind of so to speak. But it's a little visitor center, but there should be 6 telephones right there. It's a pretty good spot. There'll be a couple of telephones down here through the Flatwoods area. Right down here at the White Spring Mall, there's probably, I would say, 10 to 11 telephones down there at the mall. Right here, Sugar Grove. National Radio Astronomy Research Center. Just to name a couple spots for telephones there, right? So yeah, that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and we're going to grab a sensor module. We're going to come here to Ella Ames bunker. And I'll show you that one that's right up there. Again, lots and lots of great options. You can go after Assaultrons. The Assaultrons, when you scrap their heads, they'll have circuitry in them as well. You can go after turrets. Turrets will have electronic parts in them as well. So Ella Ames bunker, you just go ahead and go right inside here. Now we're going to put our little light on here, and it should be right here. There we go. Sensor module, go ahead and take that bad boy. And as we can see right here under the new section, steel, 5 circuitry, 2 copper. Just for one of these bad boys. It's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and scrap it right here, this chemistry station. There we go. Scrap to produce circuitry, 5 for 5. Just like that. Pretty easy. Alright. So while we are up here, let's take a look at the next one here. Hack a Terminal 1. So I do have about 3 or 4 very old videos here on the channel. I made in early 2023 or so. And they're a little rough on the audio, but they show you some great locations for terminals. They're very short videos, they're like standalone videos when I first started making these YouTube videos here. So you can check them out if you so wish. But again, let's take a look at a couple of spots here. Right up here, as I mentioned, at Abby's bunker. So the type of terminals I show here for those videos and the ones I show for these daily weekly challenges are level 0 requirement hack. And the reason why I show the level 0 requirements is because it could take a little while if you're a brand new player. You might not even get a hacking perk card under intelligence to use, okay? Until you get to a certain level, you're able to get Master Infiltrator, okay? But you can go on for quite a while without a hacking perk card under intelligence, all right? So just an FYI, that's why I show the level 0 requirement hacks. But if you have those perk cards or if you have Master Infiltrator, whatever terminal you come across, you go ahead and open her up, all right? But Abby's bunker, again, just to get in, level 0 requirement. You actually come here actually very early on in the game. When you reach level 20, you start doing the Overseer's missions, and you actually come here very early on, all right? Probably one of the best spots for the level 0 hack, actually, is right here at the Landview Lighthouse. It is a very popular spot. It's close to Vault 76. Now, the only problem with this spot, because how it is so popular, if you're stuck to public servers, you may have the server hop this location because you can get there and somebody else had already hacked it. Okay, that is a possibility. So you will have to server hop that a couple of times if you so wish. Another very popular video here on the channel is Charleston Herald. Now, when you spawn in is where I start in the video, and I show you where you have to go. It's probably about 2 minutes, okay, maybe less than that if you run. But you know, maybe a little bit higher level area if you're low level, but you, as you saw in the video, you don't interact with any of the enemies, and I show you exactly where to go. It's a little bit of a maze, so you can kind of check that one out as like a backup if you so wish. And last but not least, right over here, the General's Steakhouse. So again, right when you enter the front door, you don't have to interact with the super mutants and the mutant hounds that are there. You just right to the right will be the courtesy desk, I guess, so to speak. One of those terminals there will be a level 0 hack there as well. All right, so just to give you a couple of ideas. So let's pop up here to Abby's bunker because we're just down the road from it. And again, these are all level 0 hack, as you can see there, okay? Which means you do not need a hacking perk card under intelligence, but it shows auto unlock for me is because once when you reach a certain level, I believe it's like level 20 or level 25 or something like that, you're able to get legendary perk cards. And if you're once when you get into legendary perk cards, I highly recommend one of those cards be Master Infiltrator. Even if you have a 1-star, like the very first card you get, very, very useful for level 0 hacks, level 1 hacks, and pick lock, yeah, even that. And as you can see, auto unlock, right? Even a 1-star is really good to have, all right? And that's why it shows auto unlock for me. Now, if you do use it for the perk, the pick lock, you will still need a bobby pin for it, all right? So just an FYI there. Let's go ahead and auto unlock it there. Hack a terminal just like that. It's that easy. Nice. And while we are here, just as a backup, we'll show you those sensor modules. Kind of might as well add it in, right? Just for a little backup or for next time this pops up. Now, there will be a couple of rad roaches down here, but they're pretty easy. Right, so one right here, sensor module right there. Sensor module right there, so 2 of them. Military grade circuit board right here, as you can see. So this is a really good spot. Plus there's a Tinker's workbench just out back there. All right. So it's a pretty good spot. Excuse me. There we go. Huh. All right, let's see what's next here, Jim. We can do these 2 here at the same time. Kill a super mutant, kill a mutant hound. Now, most times around the wasteland, these 2 will kind of go hand in hand, but not all places, okay? Not all places will have these guys at the same time. So let's take a look at Kill a Super Mutant 5 here first. So great spots we can find super mutants here and around the wasteland. Right here in Grafton. The courtyard of Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Grafton Dam. Grafton Steel and the Grafton Steel Yard. Right over here at the North Cuttawa Lookout. It's got a little brain freeze there for a second. That's pretty close to Vault 76. Now, there's also a couple of floaters over here, so just kind of keep an eye out for that. Right over here at New Gad. Now, New Gad is one of those spots where you will not find mutant hounds and super mutants at the same time. All right, there'll be floaters there, but no mutant hounds. All right, so just an FYI there. Wade Airport. Grindstone Arch, Research Site Saxony. A little bit more of a challenge. We have good old Huntersville here. Good old West Tech inside and outside. And General Steakhouse, so great spot for super mutants. Okay. So let's go to a spot here. We'll go down here to good old New Gad. And then we'll go over the Mutant Hound. And again, I'm just kind of doing it separately just for the folks that are kind of using the timestamps, okay? But as we'll see here in a second, you'll be able to do, you know, the both at the same time, all right? Very easily and get it done a lot quicker than me. All right, let's grab to these super mutants here. Let's lock and load. Got this light off. There's one. Pop over here real quick. Come out, wherever you are. Come on out there, little bleeder. Yeah, right on. Did you hear that? Oh, that's funny. Alright, there's a couple floaters up here too, which is fine. Yeah, your head hurts, I know, buddy. Sorry. There we go. Kill the Super Mutant 5 for 5 done. let's go ahead and collect here. Burp. Oh. Oh, yeah, you came up from hiding now, did ya? Oh, yeah, I see how it goes. I see how it works with you, Mr. Floater. Mr. Level 50 Floater. Alright. Let's get a little bit of distance here between us and whoever's coming after us here. Caution. Alright, let's see what's next here, Jim. Alright, kill a Mutant Hound 3. So again, as I mentioned, you could have done this one with the mutant, super mutants, as I mentioned. So let's take a look at the Mutant Hound locations here now. There'll be some here in Grafton, and around the courtyard of the Eastern Regional Penitentiary, but there's only one here in Grafton Dam, 6 to 12 here in Grafton Steel and Grafton Steel Yard. That is a really good spot, especially if you're lower level. As I mentioned, there's none here in Newgad, but Wade Airport, there'll probably be a half a dozen there or so. Okay. There's going to be none down here also. Right here, West Tech Research, there's all kinds of mutant hounds inside and outside. And probably about a half a dozen here at General Steakhouse. So as you can see, you can kind of pick and choose where you want to go. But again, most people will kind of do them at the same time. So I like to kind of do them a little bit separately, just to kind of make it a little bit easier. So let's go to good old Grafton Steel. It's been a little while since we've been up this way, so let's pop in here. And again, lots of super mutants here. I'd recommend being at least level 20 coming here, but it's easily done. Just take your time, make sure you're not, in their direct line of fire, right? Sometimes it can be hard if you get about 3 or 4 of them ganging up on you. Right, so there's our first super mutant, but there'll be a mutant hound right next to him, right? Like a little companion. We're gonna go right down here. It'll be the same kind of setup. There'll be a mutant hound and a little super mutant companion. Alright, so there's our other mutant hound, those two there. Oh yeah. You kind of missed that one there, buds. Oh, we leveled up, nice. Alright, let's pop right in here. Should be a couple in here as well. Oh, maybe they disappeared on us there. There we go. Oh, must have been a mutant hound up there. Let's check. Yeah, he must have been up here. He got the full brunt over there. And right around the corner. Oh, my lord. Listen here there, buddy. How about you mind your business there, huh? Just mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business. And you see one more up there. And as I said, there's probably at least 12 in this one area. I don't know what that guy's shooting at the ground for. But we're in caution. So let's take a look at the next one here. Why not? Complete a daily quest 1. So if you take a look at the description, there's a link to a video called Complete Daily Quest for Newbies. It's about 1 hour, 10 minutes long. It's all timestamped just in case you run into any issues trying to find daily quests and how to toggle them active and such. There's a couple daily quests I'd like to kind of go over for this video just because of the sheer easiness of them. So right down here in Camden Park, there's about 4 of them down here, which are very easy to do. One here, the Giant Teapot, speak to Sweetwater. Right here at the Gilman Lumber Mill, speak with Lane. Right up here, Prickett's Fort. We did this one the other day. It's called Buried with Honor. Now, it's not showing up there for us, but all you have to do is fast travel to anywhere in this region, and then the mayor will pop on, and then it'll pop up for us. Okay, we've kind of done that a couple times just to show you how that works. The Pumpkin House, speak with Jack. And of course, this one over here at the Fisherman's Rest. Of course, you will have to complete the quest called Casting Off. That's where you get your fishing rod, you get your recipes for grilled fish and fish bits, and you're able to do a daily repeatable quest here. It's called Big Fish in a Small Pond. Now, I highly recommend doing this one because it's very easy to do for one, and plus you can get some really nice camp items, and you can get yourself some mods for your fishing rod. All right, so this one here is a real good one to do. All right, so we haven't been up here to the Pumpkin House for a little while, so let's pop up here and get away from this crazy world here. I don't know what they're shooting at. I don't get it. I think he's just shooting at the ground there. Nothing down here. Maybe he's shooting at that extractor there. Maybe it's possibility. Super mutants aren't the brightest. All right, let's go out here. So here's the pumpkin house. All right, so all you have to do is go speak with your old pal Jack. First name Jack, last name Old Lantern. Speak with him for a second.
Yes, I remember you.
Oh, you should, buddy. I've been up here a lot of times helping you. I'm back again to help, buds.
Fetch me some pumpkins to carve,
Kindly
will you?
fetch, okay.
We'll be adequately compensated, I assure you.
Roger that, buddy. Alright, so you see how it disappeared from the top right-hand corner of the screen? Okay, so let's go back to the map screen here for a second. And it disappeared also. So if that never happens to you, it does happen for only certain daily quests. And I don't know why it happens, but it's only started within the last year, I would say. So all you have to do is you go under your Pip-Boy, you go under Data, go under Daily, okay? Then you scroll down to the one that you are looking for here. If I could find, oh, there we go, Trick or Treat. So we got Collect Pumpkins 10. So you make sure you toggle that active like that, and you see it pop up top right-hand corner of the screen. And that goes the same thing. Like if you do quests, all right, like, you know, the quests that we do, if you leave the game, sometimes that will happen, and that's all you have to do. Just go under your Pip-Boy. If it's a main quest, you just toggle it active, and sometimes that will work. And it's only been doing this for, I would say, a year and a half or two. I don't know why it does that now, but it's something that they need to fix. It's a little annoying. So again, we have to collect 10 pumpkins. So there is a perk card that's going to help us out here. And that perk card is under Perception. It is called Green Thumb. Reap twice as much when harvesting flora. So instead of 1, you pick up 2. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. Now, we can get pumpkins all around this house. So if you don't have that perk card, it's fine. There are 10 pumpkins you can get right around this house. There's a couple more pumpkins up on the side of this road. There's pumpkins across the road. And I actually have a video on where to find pumpkins. And you can check that out if you so wish, just in case you... Because it doesn't have to be right from his property. It can be pumpkins from anywheres, okay? I know there's a lot of pumpkins at Aaron Holt Homestead. Right about here. Right on the far east of the property. In the field. Alright, let's go ahead here. I'm going to grab some pumpkins. Now, you're not going to see because at the top left-hand corner because I'm here, but I will be getting 2 that are added. You can see in the top right, you can see 2 are being counted for. Alright, so 2, 4, 6, 8... One more over here. But as I said, if you don't have that perk card Green Thumb, that's fine. There are 10 pumpkins you can collect just on his property alone. Okay? So we have our 10 pumpkins here. Let's go ahead and speak with our old pal Jack.
I want you there. Wait, I know you.
You should. You just talked a few minutes ago. Here's your pumpkins, butts. Play a daily quest 1 for 1. Extremely easy. So easy to do. And you can do this on your way to the Ella Ames bunker, or Abby's bunker. Get your sensor modules, do your hack. Yeah, it's a good time. Good time. So why are we here? Let's take a look at this black cauldron, which I mentioned. So we got cotton candy bites in here. And look at that, we do get bubblegum. Oh, gumdrops. Okay, so there's actually 2 of them in there. Yeah, okay. That's interesting. Let's go and check out that plastic pumpkin here. See if the bubblegum's in this one. No bubblegum in here today, but again, it's going to change and vary server to server, so you can always kind of check the house and see what you get. Okay, but I think we're done. We are, just like that guy's pretty awesome. Let's head back to our camp here and take a look at weapon of the day. Alright, let's go ahead here. Weapon of the day here, Jimmy boy. Anti-armor presidential tactical Tesla rifle. Plus 50% armor penetration. Plus 50% chance to hit a target in VATS. Minus 35% action point cost. Anti-armor, VATS enhanced, VATS optimized. And for a weapon like this, that's fantastic. Semi-automatic barrel. reflex sight, and presidential paint. 133 electrical damage. It takes cells and single fire mode. Pretty awesome little weapon. If you never ever tried a Tesla rifle before, you do owe it to yourself to try one, even if it's for a short period of time. Maybe put a couple different mods on it, or just try it as is without any mods. I'm telling you, it's a nice little weapon. Nice little weapon for sure. One of my favorites. Perk cards here. Let's take a look at those real quick again. It'll be under the original rifleman kind of build, but again, we don't really have that kind of build, so to speak, anymore. So these are the perk cards under perception. Okay. And then legendary perk cards. These are the cards I've had for a very long time. I'm very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. All right, good stuff. Nice. Nice. Now, don't forget there, we do have these special event challenges, okay? Now, if we go to our Seasons Pass, we have a mini-season going on. Just started yesterday, the 12th of August. We have it for 2 weeks, right up to the 26th, so the Marvelous Fishing Excursion. Now, I made a video on this yesterday. It's probably about 55 minutes long, but it's all time-stamped. I show you exactly how to navigate through this little mini-season. You can claim these without even doing any challenges as long as you have 500 tickets. Okay, so I show you how to do that, and I show you. I do like a little review on some of the rewards and how to apply that to your fishing rod, etc. Okay, and then if we go under our challenges page, this will be under events right here. And again, I still have to complete a couple in total, but I still showed you because as you see that 1 for 10 in the cranberry bog. I still went to that area and got 1 fish, and there's a couple that we totally completed during that video. But you can check out the video; it's all time-stamped. So far, so good with the video. People are liking the video, so glad it's of help to you guys. So there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. If I can grab my paper here. I'd like to thank my channel members: Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps. NotMeButMeYesMe, that's me, Drew, Andrew, Confoundedbridge, Waywarner, John, DJ59, Picquerist, Gwen Trutnau, Tony Watson, FelixTheKat, Dan, Ferreira, Benny Bunny, AJ Folz. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.